I wonder where the mission is. See that, all that, but not the mission. Is it behind me? Now let me just check. Whoa! Today, I'm going to show you many things about Mission San Antonio. Mission San Antonio was established in 1771 by Father Rosario. It's located in Jolon, California. Jolon is located in the central coast of California in between King City and Paso Robles. The mission looks a lot like it did back a few hundred years ago. Mission San Antonio is the only mission where you can spend the night at like a hotel. After breakfast, we met up with the caretaker, and she explained about everything about the mission.
Oh, they had a Presidio next to it. We didn't have a Presidio here. The first two missions, San Diego and Carmel, had Presidios built near them. When Father Serra founded this, he did not want to have a large military presence, so he did not want a Presidio here. Now but there was always a group of soldiers. So there are about 6 soldiers here. So when you walk down here, you'll see where the soldiers' quarters were. So the missions all had a small group of soldiers to take care of them. But the Presidio would have been large, like a big, large group of soldiers. So the San Diego one had one near it, and then Carmel or Monterey had one near it. But this mission, you probably read this, we moved about 1.5 miles back. So some of that Monterey mission. After she had told me all these fascinating things about the mission, I wanted to go find them. This used to be a cattle shed, and it was destroyed by no one using it and an earthquake. As you can see, these are adobe bricks. They're just a bunch of mud. See that? That's just dirt. Well, that stuff was interesting. I was looking for the mill race. I don't know where it is. Whoa, 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 whoa! After my unfortunate event, we followed the mill race up to a tannery. From there, we found the grist mill. The tube right there would have water coming down, then it would hit these paddles to make them spin around. There would be a grinder up there that would make flour out of this. If we came down in here during mission times, we probably would be whipped and punished, but before that we would probably drown to death. Next I went to the museum. The museum had very cool stuff in it. In the museum, I could see many things from mission life. Some of the things I saw were furniture from the missionaries, baskets and pottery that Indians would use before the missionaries, rifles, and other neat things. What
the priests wear. Laws are different tools that they would use on the mission that are outside the mission. A loom for making clothes. Tools for farming and tools for doing many other things. I even saw how they made wine.
This is Rosario, isn't it? Do you know how Rosario got his name? Well, there was a funeral here when he was a kitten, and it was of a soldier. And the young wife of the soldier and the soldier's mother, along with their families, came to the funeral. And Rosario was just a little kitten, and his brother wanted to go into the church during the service, and the mother said it would be okay because they'd always had cats around them, and they liked cats. So Rosario went in, and they sat down for the service, and then Rosario just walked right up to where behind the altar, right past the priest, right behind the altar to what's called the sacristy. And then came right back the way he'd gone in there. Everybody was looking at the cat, and he had a rosary in his mouth. And he came back and he put the rosary in the lap of the widow. And everybody gasped and fell into tears because it was such a moving thing. And it turns out that the woman had tried to find her father's rosary that morning and couldn't, and the priest had said that he had had no idea that there was a rosary that had been in the sacristy. And the woman said the rosary looked just like the one she lost of her father's. So anyways, that's how Rosario got his name, after rosary.
And then it was time to go home. As you can see, this is one of the big building blocks of California history.